Hey friends, I realized as I got home today, many of you were not able to open the embedded video, and then when I coupled that with the Bruce Lee old school ninja movie effect of my voice and face being off, I just decided I'd re-record it real quick. It's important, and I want to make sure that I communicate clearly to you all. Hey, we have an exciting and tender transition happening in our staff here over the next several weeks, and I wanted to make sure to let you all know about it so that you can understand and be supportive of all those who are involved, and also so you can help me pastor our church through this time of change. Andrew Mundy, our pastor of administration, who's been part of our executive team and one of our founders, along with me and Justin, and has been like a little brother to me for many, many years, and has served alongside me both at New Life Church and here now, of course, at Denver United. Over the course of the last several months, has, along with his wife Darcy, sensed the calling of God to transition from working with our church staff. And so it's all good news. It's happy, and we're doing this in close relationship, but Andrew has sensed that his calling lies elsewhere from vocational church ministry, and we're supporting him in that and excited to see how the Lord leads him and Darcy and their family. I look forward to his having the chance to tell you more about that in the days and weeks ahead, but wanted to make sure that you knew. Now, as Justin and Lori and I have sat down and thought about where to go from here, it quickly occurred to us that you don't just find somebody of Andrew's gift mix and talent and commitment and experience standing around on the street corner. So we are re-engineering the way that our staff does business and the way that we serve you all and the people of our church. And I want to let you know that the good news and happy, well, it's all good news, but the rest of the good news is that over the course of the next several weeks, we'll be bringing on 2 new staff members whom we've recently hired. One is Ariel Shiner. Ariel and James have been a part of our church over the last year, and she's been serving in a variety of different capacities, helping out as a volunteer around the church, and she'll be serving on our staff full-time as our administrative coordinator, consolidating the many operations and administrative and financial tasks that Andrew has held down over the last several years, rather, and she'll do that under Pastor Justin's executive oversight. So then the second move is that Pastor Justin, who's been our executive pastor, as you know, for ministries, will shift to consolidate all of the executive oversight roles. So he'll fly a little higher in the pastoral realm and then provide administrative and logistical and operational oversight, taking on the leadership portion of Andrew's role. And then that, of course, will leave a void and a great opportunity in our pastoral operations. And so our other new hire is Daniel Brown. Daniel has been serving with his wife Audrey on our leadership in our leadership community for quite some time. They've been a part of the church since just about the beginning. And Daniel has been leading for quite a while one of our wonderful young married small groups, and he'll be helping provide pastoral ministry and beginning as his Denver Seminary classwork concludes over the course of this semester, and then will be working with us full time by the spring. So we're excited for Daniel and for Ariel to be part of our team, and look forward to your hearing from them and getting to know them if you don't already. And wanted to make sure that you knew that exciting news so that you could pray for Darcy and Andrew and their family as they listen for the Lord's voice for the next season of their life, and for us as we re-engineer our operations, as well as for Daniel and for Ariel as they find the Lord's role for them in this new season. Okay, a couple of other things I want to highlight while I've got you. One is that our winter-spring semester New Leaders Rally is next Thursday night, not tomorrow night, but a week from tomorrow night, the 19th, from 6:30 to 9 in our church office. And this is the opportunity for those that the Lord's been raising up through your ministry to take the next step in their own discipleship journey into leadership. And so as we make disciples of all nations, of course, we understand that begins with the decision or the understanding of our need for grace and the decision to follow Jesus, and then evolves as we grow in following Christ, and culminates with stepping into leadership ourselves and making disciples on Jesus' behalf of others. Now it's our opportunity to take the next step, especially those of you who have groups that are marked as full. The problem is that you have done such a good job. You are victims now of your own success. So I want to call you out and ask you if you would invite 1 or 2 or 3, as we've been mentioning, of the people in your groups or in your sphere of influence whom the Lord might have been earmarking in your mind to come to the New Leaders Rally on the 19th. You can come with them as their sponsor. We'd love for you to do that to make it a little less of a bridge too far for them. and that's their next step to expressing their ministry calling in leadership, and perhaps the next step in their discipleship process as you walk that road with them. Now, you can remind them that that doesn't obligate them to lead, but that they can't step into leadership in ministry in our church without going through that important training. So that's coming up. Would love for you to multiply your groups. We don't think of it as splitting small groups, but rather multiplying and increasing our influence that the Lord's given you in ministry, in our community, and in the church, and also keeping small groups small so that they do the work of discipling people as happens best in the context of close-knit relationships. Okay, I mentioned our small group semester because starting in 2012, we're going to switch from a trimester small group system to 2 semesters. The winter-spring will start in February, giving us a little breathing room and planning time in January, so we don't have to cram that in the outreach season in December, and then ending in the end of June. Then we'll take a little break for retooling and for outreach focus in the summer when it's most natural and conducive to it with the weather and the parks and such. And then at the end of August, we'll begin again for the fall semester of ministry. So there'll be 2 this year, not 3 new leaders rallies. So that's all the more important that we get those whom the Lord's raising up into leadership this year into this training next week. Okay, lastly, I want to highlight that what a success our Adopt a Service campaign was last fall. You all did such a great job. Your people were so faithful and motivated, and people seem to have enjoyed it so much that we're wanting to make that an institution. So where we did that and asked it of you out of the kindness of your heart this year, your leadership commitment and those new leaders whom the Lord raises up, their leadership commitment will include a commitment to adopt 1 service as a small group through the course of each semester that you serve in leadership. And so we'll have a little bit of a lag between now and mid-February when the new groups get up and running. So if you either didn't adopt a service rather with your group in the fall, or if you did perhaps early on or your group was energized by it or would be motivated to do it again, we could use help with some of the services between now and then over the next 4 to 6 weeks. So please do talk to your group about it. If you haven't done it, ask any of the groups who have. It's a great bonding time and a great opportunity for those in your group to serve the church in a meaningful and really valuable way. And we'd love for you to help with that. So just shoot me an email. We'll get you all set up. Okay, everybody, love you so much. I'm so excited for the year that's ahead of us and feel so privileged to be serving the Lord and building our church in the city of Denver with you. God bless you, and I look forward to seeing you Sunday.